Well, ladies and gentlemen, it is 7:35 on Wednesday, July 12th, and we are about to head from Southern Oregon, where we're from, born and raised, to Knoxville, Iowa, over 1,800 miles away. And this is officially our summer 2023 Midwest tour. It's the biggest trip we've ever went on as a family, as a race team, as an operation, and we are going to be taking on the biggest sprint car race in the country, the Knoxville 410 Nationals. So I am absolutely stoked to get after it, thrilled to hit the road. And just being honest, I really just want it to go well and for us to have a good time. Ready, Dad?
Ready, let's go.
What's the goal for today?
Little America, Wyoming, 800, 900 miles.
So my dad's crazy. He wants to get all the way. Every time we've done a trip, you know, going east, we have a couple of different checkpoints we, you know, attempt to get to, and he wants to get to Little America, Wyoming, which is a heck of a tow in one trip from where we're at. So Dad got the rig pulled out away from the shop. We're gonna get inside, we're gonna hit the road and really try to log some hours here early. So we got going and Dad wanted to pull over after a little bit just to check the trailer, and we are gonna be doing that as we go across the country. Everything all good?
Yep, just double checking my tires.
On our last trip during that 410 Speed Week, we lost a wheel bearing on the trailer and had some problems. So trailer maintenance is just as important for keeping us safe, putting us in a good spot as our race car. I can tell you this, as much as it's annoying to stop here and there and have to get out and check, it's 100% worth it, because if you catch something before it gets really bad, it can save you a lot. You think these are a little bit loose?
There's a couple.
Now I can tell you this, I've been to Knoxville, Iowa, so I know what it looks like. And looking around, this is not Knoxville, Iowa yet. We still got a long way to go. This is a good demonstration of Eastern Oregon. Nothing out here windy as can be, and you have to take it really, really slow when you have an 81-foot rig. Carly's co-pilot, Dad's rolling okay here. The one good thing is there is a guardrail on the right side just in case.
That is not gonna stop a 60,000-pound vehicle.
One of these guardrails does have, was it from this one?
No, it was for the go-kart trailer. Yeah. We ripped the awning off of it. I know which guardrail it is too, because we had to stop at the weigh area to put it all back on.
Many years back when we used to do our North Carolina trip, my dad, he smoked one of the guardrails on the way home. Just like last leg of the trip, everything went fine, and then that happened and did a little bit of damage. But that's just kind of how it is out here. We are almost to Nevada. We're just less than 100 miles away, so we're gonna try to cross into our next state of the trip. There's the thank you for coming to Oregon. We'll be back in 4 weeks. And there is the Nevada sign. So we made it into the next state. Nothing looks different as far as where we're at, and it probably won't for a little bit. But I think here soon we're gonna stop at a place we've stopped at before that I always love sharing with you know, here on the channel. So we're here alongside the road in Denio, Nevada, and this little place called Denio Junction is actually just right down the street. My dad drove by it, but really neat little stop. There's like one little gas pump, there's a little restaurant, and a small convenience store. So we always try to take a minute here, walk the dogs. There's a little bit of gravel here in this section. But while we're stopping here to take a quick break, I wanted to take a second to talk about the sponsor of today's video, Champion Racing Oil. Now Champion has loved being a part of our journey so far in 2023. You can see the motor oil, the 2050 synthetic blend in my hand. What I'm holding in my hand here is exactly what we run in our 360 and 410 sprint car engines to run at maximum performance and give ourselves an opportunity to be in victory lane at the end of the night. Or in other words, be a champion. So I will put a link to their website at the top of the description. They have just about everything you could need to improve your race program and run at the top level. So Champion Racing Oil, thank you again. Time to get back on the road. We're gonna start cruising through Nevada, and as I've been saying, just click off as many miles as possible because we still have a long ways to go. official stop of the trip. How's it been so far?
Good.
Not a bad day to be driving. Just recently got on Interstate 80. We'll continue on that now for most of the trip. Just doing everything you would do here at a truck stop, which are a little bit more scarce on this side of the United States in some spots. Like I said, we always stop at the same location.
Hot.
It is warm. Or a better way of saying it is there's only so many good truck stops out there, so when we find one, we make sure to mark it, and when we're traveling back through, that's where we go. Now, a fun fact about this little town is I'm pretty sure there was an outlaw cart track that used to run on a fairly regular basis somewhere around here, and there actually used to be a couple in Nevada, and I don't think many of them run anymore, which is sad, but there used to be a little bit of an outlaw cart scene here, and I never made it to any of those racetracks, and I'm a big fan of traveling around, seeing new places, exactly what we're doing in the sprint car, so maybe one of these days, if carts ever come back here, we'll make a trip, and instead of just rolling through, we'll actually get a chance to run. The one good thing to mention is now that we are far enough into Nevada, we have a lot more service and internet, and the Eldor Million is on. So we're watching the first night of that, rooting on all of our favorites, hoping someone wins that would be a little bit of a surprise. Obviously, there's all the favorites. There's the guys that win a lot of big shows, win a lot of money, and that's great. But I'm kind of hoping someone wins that you just wouldn't think, and it's a cool story, it's a cool celebration, and it's just something like you've never seen before. So we're tuning into the Million, and we're heading to the sprint car capital of the world. So I know you don't see her much, but my mom is a legend, and she's cooking on the road. Hamburgers in the air fryer. Mom, you don't get shown all the time, but you're the glue that holds the team together.
I try, and now this is my first night cooking, and how many more nights do I have to go?
We have a lot to go.
25.
We got hamburgers in the air fryer, which is actually phenomenal. You know, like I said, the best alternative while you're ripping down the interstate, and then some Arby's
Good
seasoned
old
fries
Arby's.
and some wine for my mother.
You got right there.
We're now in mountain time, and you can see welcome to Utah. So it was just 7:27, now it is 8:27, and if you count Oregon, our third state of the trip, and if everything were to go to plan, Dad, are we gonna make it through Utah tonight?
We've been driving 12 hours. Utah is small, so we'll be through Utah in about 3 hours.
You heard him, about 3 hours, which means if we continue driving at our pace and get to where we want to go tonight, should end maybe around midnight or a little bit later. So far so good though, glad we checked off Nevada. Dad's just absolutely killing it behind the wheel like normal. We just ate dinner, and this state shouldn't take too long. Wyoming will be a little bit longer, and then tomorrow we have the dreaded Nebraska. Well, another place we always like to stop when we're rolling through, Bonneville Salt Flats. And if you actually look across the interstate, you can see a bunch of people on them over there. So much history tied with speed right here in this area, which I think is neat, and it's obviously much different than dirt racing, but it's still a part of going fast, and that's all what we love doing. So yeah, I figured we would stop. It's a nice place to get out, stretch the legs, see the beautiful rig, our beautiful rig right there, and the sun is just setting over that direction. So it's 1 a.m. and we made it to the great state of Wyoming, and we are at the Little America truck stop on the west side. Stayed here many times, always really enjoyed it. The dogs love it because there's a lot of green grass. Great place to get fuel, and they also have good food inside and a really good soft serve ice cream cone. I'm not sure if it's open right now. I might go check, I'm kind of on the fence, but the soft serve is unbelievable. So if you get the chance, definitely stop, get a cone, it's worth your time. So our first official day of the trip and being on the road is complete. You can see our beautiful rig behind me. We're gonna get some sleep and then get up tomorrow and restart the process and try to get as far as we can close to Knoxville, Iowa, and get ready to get on track for the first time in the Midwest in 2023. Get as many laps as we can at all these racetracks, and it all leads into the Knoxville Nationals at the end of it, and it's gonna be a heck of a time. So thank you guys so much for watching. I'll see you in the morning. Deuces.